Yeah, hello guys. In this video, I'll be sharing some tips with you on Revit model. These are some of those things I put in place or I do while I build architectural model, structural model, or any kind of model, whatever it is, which is 3D section. It's something we are not quite familiar with even on AutoCAD. Yeah, AutoCAD has a way of cutting sections, but then not as effective, flexible, and as efficient as Revit model. So here on my screen is a 3D model is a 3D structural model of a project, and as you can see, is a pad footing foundation. So I'll be going straight away to the tips for today. So the tips of today is basically how to cut a 3D model, a 3D section, sorry, 3D cross section on Revit. So it's actually basically simple. So the first thing is for you to come to the section icon here at the top of your screen. So you come and establish where you want your 3D sections to be. So I come on my 3D section to be here. So this algorithm actually helps you modify the view extent. So I come here, I don't want to see past this. So I haven't done that, so I have to view this section one for the sake of one, seeing the 2D of it. And we all know that 2D only shows us just two perspectives. That is your X and Y axis. That's your those two perspectives. But when it comes to 3D, it enables you to see the holistic view of everything, from the right to the left to the front to the back, and can actually have the whole view of it. So I would just like to modify the scale of these and take it to say 1:50. So now I know my section is section 7. So it's important to know that name, the name given to your section. So I come to my 3D. So I come to this house icon here and I click on it. So it takes me to my 3D view. So this is my 3D view. So how do I translate this whole 3D view into my cross section 3D view? So all I just need to do is to come to the cube, this view cube right here. So just at the right corner here, I have my drop down arrow that says context menu. So I click on the context menu. So there are other options there. So I come straight away to my orient to view. While we have orient to direction and we have orient to plane. So I'll be picking orient to view, and under orient to view we have floor plans, which allows you to have orient your view, your 3D view to either your ground floor plan, your first floor plan, or any floor plan you've actually created, and your elevation, which allows you to orient your 3D view to either your east elevation, your north, your south, or your west. Then we have the part where I'm going to right now, which is your sections. So remember, our section is actually section 7. So it actually orients your 3D view to any of your sections. So I'll go to section 7. So it's already generated, so I have it this way. So you can see this box here is actually called your section box, which enables you to modify what you actually see in this your 3D view. So I can actually modify it to say all I just want to see is just the foundation. So I pick this arrow and I pull it down. So I can pick the one to the right also and modify it and say, okay, I want to see it to this extent. So this is actually what it looks like. So I can actually use my orbit to actually see all around what it looks like. And I can do some modification here if I choose to. So say for instance, I want to split this wall into two. I can actually come to my modifier here and I pick under my modifier tool. I can pick split, or I can just go by the shortcuts and split it. So I could just come here, split, and I select my wall. I want to split my wall. So I'm splitting it at that point. So with this, I can trim and I say I have an opening here, so I can modify my wall. So the reason why I actually do more of this 3D section view is it gives me some kind of flexibility in order to work effectively. So some things I can't clearly see on my 2D plan, so I can actually come to my 3D view and actually modify them. And it is something I've been working with from time to time. So I have this confidence when working even on 2D view or 3D view. So because on 3D view, it shows me everything. There is nothing hidden. And this is one of the reasons why Revit structural is very, very important. On AutoCAD, you only see the 2D, which is the plan view, but here you see both the 2D and 3D, and it makes work effective. So, say for instance, I want to place this on my sheet, and I need to turn off this box. So I come here, right click on it, and hide the box. So let's say for instance, I'm done checking what I want to check, but I want to restore my 3D valve to the old 3D view. How do I go about that? So I come to my property. Under my property, find section box. So as you can see, it is already turned on. It is checked. So once I uncheck it, means I deactivate it. So remember what we did earlier was just to hide it, not deactivate. So now I want to deactivate it. So I'll uncheck this box and I come outside here. So I have my whole 3D view. So in the case you want to see the same thing again, you go through the same process, you come here and you modify it. So that will be that on today's Revit tips, creating cross section 3D cross sections, and modifying things on your 3D cross section. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe, like, share, subscribe, and trust me, I'll be releasing some tips on various softwares of various areas of construction and design and analysis from time to time. If you have any question, basically something you want me to create a video on AutoCAD, Revit, Orion, Prota, CADRC, Procon, and the likes, just send me so write it in the comment section. I'll definitely check and respond to your comments. Thank you very much once again. See you next time. Bye.